I wake up every day and think about my future, like where I'ma be in the next 5 years. Got a mind filled with ideas. They gon' hate from the jump, that's just how it is. So fuck what they think about you.
Like these people give a fuck.
For real.
Welcome.
Welcome. I am your host, Press. Sitting across from me is my
Jew.
fellow host.
I do my own intro.
And this is Word to the Wise podcast, episode 10.
Technically, it should be episode 12, but somebody would have canceled shit.
Real technical.
No, it's episode 177.
Shit, it's the last day of the year, man.
Ooh. Nah.
Yeah, I was gonna be like that negative Nancy and be like, man, it's just another fucking day. This is the white man's calendar.
It is crazy though. You know about it being 2020 or whatever, so it's kind of cool or whatever.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be a party pooper and tell everybody, to not.
It's funny because it's a Tuesday, like.
Yeah, it's a little odd. Yeah.
I know some motherfuckers going out though.
Any resolutions?
Come on, man. I'd be me every motherfucking day. I don't need no new year to be me.
All right, I'll take that.
Like that one, okay.
I'll take that. Christmas just passed.
Wait, hold on.
I know.
Resolution. No, try that.
Oh, my resolution?
I really don't, in all seriousness, I really don't got none.
My resolution, man, I'm going to just very short, make it very long. But now the resolution for me, man, is to cut back on my PlayStation so much, man. Really write more than usual. Really get into my zone and really like push the work ethic. Really try. Not saying I wasn't before, but just give it a.
You were kind of slack.
Push. Just push. You know what I'm saying? You niggas ain't getting no younger. I just push more.
I'm about to be 30.
Show that I really want this shit. So
for sure. I'm with you though. Like honestly, that's really the only thing. I mean, obviously I don't make the music, but you say just pushing harder with certain stuff. Like like next year, I'll say stuff like invest in more, like get more into the whole stock market thing.
Oh, most definitely.
Little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Me and the girl had to talk about the stock market the other day, and I broke what tiny bit I do know and shit like that, and I told her what we talk about and shit. So that's dope, Yeah.
Basically, you my pupils, what you said. But no, I feel you. Yeah. See, I mean, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, man.
That's you got to with me. Like, see, even if you start with $100, bro, it's better to start with $100, even $50, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then
she's to that point where it's like, I'm tired of fucking working. We can't be doing this too. Oh, now it's
I've been saying this for 5 years.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, I ain't trying. Danica, you my nigga, so he said this shit.
She's
first.
like, I can't do this till I retire, and I'm like, I know you.
It's funny though because I thought about like more ways like of putting. You know what I'm saying, to make even more money so I could put more money there. Because that's really how you make the money is by putting more money in there, Not just throwing it in there, but I'm saying putting it in the right places.
Not randomly.
Hell no.
Oh, I'm going to pick this penny stock.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some random company.
You lose $3,000
Yeah, whatever you put in. I ain't saying that type of shit, but it's just more so like I said, that's really like and that ain't really a resolution. Like, I've been doing that, but it's like, I guess if we're going to use something for a resolution, it's like
venture further out.
And just keep try to gain more. I think I'm pretty disciplined, but gain more like self-discipline, shit like that.
Yeah. That's every year. That's something for me, the self-discipline thing, man. And I feel like I'm gonna stick to it this year. Like most New Year's resolutions, I don't take too serious. I'm taking this one.
Right. Yeah. And to me, I don't even look at it like just the whole New Year's resolution. For me, it's like easier. Like every time, I always usually go on the cleanse like in the early part of the year because it's easy to track. So the same shit goes with a resolution. It's like, if I'm going to do a resolution, it's only because I can say January 1st or January 7th or whatever is when I did it. Like, and it's easy for me to pay attention and be like,
because I know.
I know right when I started. You feel me?
Beginning of the year,
So that's really what it. But for me, I'm not trying to say, I'll be doing resolution in the middle of the year, but literally, like, it'll be the middle of the year and I go, you know what? I'm going to start doing more or less of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what it is for me, man, if we be honest about it.
Every now and then, I quit weed.
Right.
Just to build a tolerance.
That's how I did. I stopped for a while. I smoked for a few weeks and I stopped. I ain't smoking about a month.
And it's good. This shit's good. Like it's good to do it like that,
Oh
shit. As much as I was smoking, you start to feel like shit is faded. After a while, you're just constantly smoking, always high. So sometimes you do gotta fall back from that. But
see, that was my whole thing with that smoking shit. Like I don't be wanting to. live my whole life high. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I've done it, but it's like
I've done it.
Yeah, I've done that shit. Like, but it's I'm talking get like literally, wake and bake, high as hell. Then I'm chilling, whatever, clean up, whatever I might do. High coming down, trying to get high again or higher. Like trying to maintain that certain level of being high. And
all
it's
day.
like,
nah,
man, like that shit cool. Like I said, teach his own, but it get to a point where it's like, now let me live some of my life sober. I was born sober. As far as I know.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember when I first started smoking, that high would last all day.
For real, nah, if you smoke like smoke 11, 12 o'clock, yeah, it'd be 8, 9, your shit really coming down. Even then, you still feel like, not groggy, but you know the feeling. I can't really explain it. Like you said, you're not high like when you first smoke at 1 o'clock, but by 7, 8, you like, damn, I still feel kind of high. Like, I feel good anyway. These
days, a high don't even last a whole hour on me.
Yeah. But, maybe you should switch over to crack. Sounds like heroin or something.
Yeah. Everybody's, it's the thing now.
I wouldn't know. I ain't never tried the shit.
Well,
put it on your life.
In high school, you did have that real bad. Ain't that why you dropped out? You had like a really bad heroin
addiction. He wanted to try to get off a dropout joke so bad. He said some shit didn't even make sense. Bitch, you went to community college. You dropped out and went to community college. I got my shit from home. I'm smart. Nigga, what you mean? I didn't need school.
You went to a Christian school online. I went to Craven Community. He went to a Christian school.
What's wrong with Christians?
I mean, nothing wrong with it. Damn. It was on the internet. You didn't even have to physically.
Yeah, because I was such a.
Do you have your shit printed out? Not even on
for sure. Shit. My shit right up in the closet because I don't give a fuck. Fuck high school kids. Drop out and do your own thing. No,
facts.
Joke. No, this is joke.
Depending on what it is, though, what you got planned in mind, I wouldn't recommend school for everything.
Yeah, like I would say finish high school, whatever. But
finish high school. College, not trying to deter you just because niggas didn't do it.
Nah, they tell you a lot of times now. You better off to get a trade or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of fields that they say, look, I don't know. I'm not in school and shit. But it's a lot of schools and, it's a lot of degrees and shit that people are going to school for that's, like, going to be non-existent in 10, 20 years. What the fuck you going to do then, you know? And I don't judge anybody that do this. I'm sure a lot of people done it. But this is one thing I can't do. Like, go to school for 4 years and then, like, get a degree and then not be
and
working.
Be in debt.
And not only in debt, bro, but then be working at Walmart, Target. And I'm not saying...
Oh, yeah, not even using your degree.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying that against Walmart, Target. Me, I'd rather go to Walmart, Target right now and work my way up in the company to be a general manager, whatever I'm gonna do.
Went to school
and then
not
start
even
working
be working
there,
in your field.
And now you just, like, stocking the shelf. Now, if that's all you want to do, then...
Sometimes it's not their fault that they're not working in their field. They just needed something for the time being. But damn.
Now, hold on. No, we got to elaborate on that. How's it not
their fault? Because there are certain professions to where when they got into schooling, like there's just, the job's just not open. They can't find that job.
True, but that's what I just said though. It's to maybe the job isn't non-existent in that situation, but again, you went to school, got a degree in a field that's hard to get in. You know what I'm saying?
That's your fault. Yeah, you knew what you were getting yourself
go into
the
right field.
Like,
just like I know people be getting like psychology or something, whatever those degrees are. And it's
you
got to go. Going to 4 years for that don't mean nothing. Most of these people are in school anywhere from 8 to 12, 20 years. Like now, I see why a lot of these. Look, whatever, if I get the terms wrong, whatever, but like certain psychologists or whatever, it's like the ones who are like MDs and who got doctorate degrees or whatever the fuck, I see why they be older because even if they start going to school at 20, you in school for 12 years, by the time you really get into your shit, you gonna be in your mid-30s. You know what I'm saying? Or like doctors and stuff, like a heart surgeon. You don't really see no heart surgeons. He one of them super smart or she one of them super smart people that, skip grades like Smart Guy. You remember that show?
Yeah.
If you somebody like that, maybe. But if not, you going to be in your 30s, 40s being a heart surgeon. Like, you don't see nobody in their 20s or nothing doing that. Because they got to go to school for so long, bro.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, fuck that. I mean,
and be in debt. I'm sure the credit be A1, but be in debt.
It's a little different. It depends on how much money you're making. Like, them motherfuckers in debt crazy, but they making money, though. You feel me? Like, they make a few dollars, you know what I'm saying? But if you in 20, 30,000 student loan debt, whatever, and then you just making, like, getting by, living paycheck to paycheck already.
Oh, so it's so many of, I'm going to say of us, but so many
of y'all.
Of them out there that are in debt, like serious debt from school. From school.
I know a few. I know some people who are in debt like that and they paying their shit off, so respecting them. I mean, nothing against the people who not paying off. I don't blame you. Fuck them.
Yeah,
you know, but I think that
you can agree to make like $1 payments here and there. Like, yeah, they just want the money.
Shit, no, you'll never pay that shit off. That's they really do. But you'll never pay that shit off.
Desperate.
You'll never pay that shit off though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, hell nah.
Shit is just our little rant for the day.
Yeah. our dislike of school, right?
For real. Niggas over there watching. Shut y'all dumbasses up. Y'all dropped out of high school.
Names of Words of the Wise to Dropout. Two
Fuck
Dropouts.
Yeah. If somebody ever stole his name or some shit. If somebody else already had this shit, fuck it. Dropouts. 2 Dropouts. That's gonna be the name of the bitch. Fuck you mean.
But I guess I'll get into the list of what was
having a good
for
conversation.
the
Look how this
day.
nigga just switch up the combo.
I mean, it kind of
that
was the end of
I wasn't done.
Fuck boy,
I wasn't done.
Go ahead, what you had to say?
I'm done.
Niggas. See, you can tell he was a dropout, guys. But he didn't even know he was done with the conversation.
Come on,
but
man. You my pupil. Remember that. Man, if that's somebody save you as my phone.
What the fuck is that? Like what? What do you call? Like I know the pupil of your eye, but what is somebody refers to?
My little homie. You're the one. You're my protege. See, look, he don't try to talk about high school dropout. He don't even know words. That's what you are. You my pupil.
Yeah, I believe that shit you want to,
you
man.
Are. You
I ain't
are,
nobody's
nigga.
pupil.
You
First
are.
and foremost,
You are.
I reached across the table and slapped this shit out this pupil ass nigga. This old.
Yeah, get it to your list for you get yourself killed on camera, boy.
Killed him. Okay.
Choke you out. Chokehold, boy.
All right, so Kevin Hart drops a Netflix special. I think it's like a little documentary. I've seen a few episodes. I thought it's pretty interesting. I don't know if you care to even look at it. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It started off.
Go ahead. Yeah,
it started off like I like how it carries over on the episode. Every episode is like kind of based on one thing, and so one of the episodes was based off of him getting caught cheating on his wife. But here's the thing. Because this is the topic I wanted to talk about. He got caught cheating on his wife of 8 years. Yeah. But one of his homeboys of 15 years was the nigga that took a picture or a video or whatever and sent it to her. That is some fuck shit.
Not trying to be funny either. You ain't heard about that shit. Was like
that shit old.
Okay,
he already did a stand up about it and everything.
That's all. No, I'm just making sure you heard about it.
Yeah.
But what part do you want to talk about specifically of that?
Just the fact that that's your nigga of 15 years, bruh.
It's funny too, cause it's funny that like it's that dude that allegedly did it. Cause Kevin Hart claimed that I don't know if dude is a part of his team, but Kevin be saying dudes that's part of his team don't like none of them are underpaid. They're all well paid people. So you would think like, why the fuck is you doing this trying to extort dog? You know what I'm saying?
What did you getting out of this for real?
Trying to get some money, I guess. I guess he feel like I ain't eating enough. You know how niggas are. I ain't eating enough or something like that.
Nigga, you want all these private flights.
But they say he don't be around like that, though. But he's just as close as the other people that are around. But still, who cares if y'all close or not? Why you? That's some
fuck boy shit,
like
man.
some rad ass, informant ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like setting that camera right there, but like putting it in the wall, and then I don't know, like you got a girl. I invite a girl over here and be like, yo, bro, and then be like, yo, look, and then take it to your girls. Like that's dumb as hell. Like, why would I do that? But no, actually, it makes sense because then if you're like, rich and famous, whatever, and I'm like, look at this nigga,
50 racks, and I won't take it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You give me the money, and I give you this, and your girl will never know some shit. But I ain't about to do that.
But I know you 15 years, bro.
Plus, I'm richer than you.
I should throw like 25 grand on your head. Like
honestly though, like Kevin got it though. He worth a couple $100 M's. I'm getting this nigga hit.
Real,
fuck you
for
talking
real.
about?
He put my not just my career, my
like my like not just my career, my family,
my
like
family
my
in jeopardy. My family in jeopardy.
And it's already embarrassing. And then his wife was pregnant at the time too.
Good God.
You stressing her and in turn stressing the baby out.
Yes, sir.
You trying to kill my kid? What's up?
Yes, sir. That money would have been put on your head, boy.
Yeah,
you heard me, Jew. You heard me, Jew. If I ever, now I ain't got nothing to hide, girl. Don't.
Yeah.
No, but that's just that's
I'm not worried. First off, let me remember your thought. Let me respond. Yeah, you know where I'm going. Play with me like that you want to, nigga. I'm not worried about none of that shit you talking, nigga. You know what's up with me. You know where I live. You know where I stay. You know where I be
I know where you live.
Yeah, you know where I be at too.
I know where you live.
Yeah, you know where I live. You
I know where you live.
You know what's within arm's reach too. Fuck you talking about. Yeah, and then you know what's in the closet, nigga.
I know where you
talking about.
But
Chopper City, boy. Anyway, sounded like talk that on camera, man. I'm about edit point.
Edit.
What time? 16. Let me cut that out. Psych. Fuck you mean. That's all we do, by the way, is talk shit.
Yeah, that's just, man, off camera, it's a lot worse.
Yeah, nah, for real.
It's a lot, I be bitching this nigga, man. I be bitching
the boys
this nigga.
Both trying to rush. Nigga trying to rush the time. Nigga trying to rush the time. I be slapping him. I be bitching this nigga. Damn, relax. I be slapping the fuck out this dude.
But yeah, I just thought I wanted to mention that. That shit is just baffling to me. How you could feed somebody and like that, literally biting the hand that feeds you. That's just some lame ass shit.
But when you feel like you ain't getting fed enough, though, that's what they say a lot of times. They got little sayings like you keep the wolves around you, but if the wolves ain't getting fed, that's when they gonna come for you type shit. You know, I just came up with off the top of the head.
You know, when I start getting 30,000 a show, I might pinch you off 1,500 or something. See how you act, cause you know what I'm saying.
If only I knew what I was looking at. The fuck you talking about?
But
security.
Man. Yeah, I'll never keep nobody around me.
Hell nah, if I don't even.
And that's why the circle's small like that now, man.
That's a fact, though.
And Kevin probably got a pretty decent sized circle around.
When
you got that kind of money, your circle has to be a certain.
Speaking
size.
of which, man, the reason why I like shit like that, like nothing against Kevin Hart, he's a funny dude, but I more so like him in like interviews and shit like that. The movies are cool. He got a couple movies that are funny, but in general, I don't really fuck with the movies like that. And the stand up is alright, but I was about to say something else about it. Oh, one thing I like about them documentaries is you really get to see
the inside.
Yeah, bro. Like if you pay close attention when you watch that shit, he talks a lot about being tired. Like you could tell he be moving around a lot because it's one part.
He controls a lot too. Like the shows he be telling motherfuckers.
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure.
He sits them all down. He cracks little jokes while he's doing it, but he's being serious. Like I expect this out of you, but
the dude with the gray beard and shit. He was kind of barking on him a little bit. I seen that shit.
He dead ass serious with him.
Yeah. He was like,
for that show he had set up. I know you're talking about. He was dead ass serious, but he was making jokes.
I feel where he was coming from. See, that's the thing with me. I'm like,
his
if you was Kevin and I'm that, you're not talking to me like that.
Nah.
But no, I'm saying you could try. I'm like, nigga, I beat your ass. Like, what you mean? But you seen with him and his trainer was about to fight and shit.
Well, my girl told me about it. I walked out, but I seen the trainer beforehand. When I first seen the trainer, I felt like he was doing a little extra for the camera. Like a little extra shit talk. I get like he calling you bitch and shit. That's just what y'all do. I get it. We do that shit. But I feel like he was just being a little extra for the camra. I didn't see the fight on the plane, but Danica told me about it.
But that's what I said. Even when I watched, I was like, oh, he drunk. Like Kevin Hart. Like, he just drunk. That's what that is. Because you not being funny. He a little dude. Not saying he can't fight. Yeah. Come on, man. Dude that size is not beating me. Unless he know karate, he not beating me. Nah. Unless you're an MMA nigga. They'll beat me up, probably. But I'm shooting nigga. But outside that, Kevin Hart not beating me up. He too little. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shape and shit. That's cute.
Put your little ass in the
For real, nigga, figure 4 something. Like, you're not about to do me like that. But nah, man, just saying all that to say, like, when you watch that type of shit, you really get to see, like, man, I would never want to be that famous. Like, the money is cool. I'd take a couple $100 million. Yeah. I'd rather make my money and invest that shit in the other shit. Seriously, because you could see it was one part he did something, he was like, yeah, now I got to go do something else. And then he's like, take my ass to bed. He's like, I need some rest. I'm tired. He's like laughing and walking off, but you could tell, like, this shit fucking with me. There was another scene he said something about going and I think that was when they was at the club or whatever with Chris Rock and them was there. He said something about I need to go home and go to bed. I'm like, damn, this nigga always talking about going to bed. Like you could tell he be tired, bro. Like,
he said he loved being there. He wanted to move to New York at some point and
what being where?
When he was with Chris Rock and them.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking about him being tired all the time. Like he's like running around all the time. Like you could tell he like, God damn, I'm sick of this shit. But you got obligations, nigga. Yeah. You want to be this
he got
big
multiple shows.
You be a billionaire. All right.
Yeah. He is like really involved in all them shits too, man. That's gotta be tiring as hell.
Probably EP
all of them got his last name in it. It's still dope.
I respect it though. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. Like niggas like him though. Even if I don't think you're the funniest, like I like niggas like Dave, and I felt like his prime, of course, Cat Williams. People like that are my favorites. I respect his grind and all shit. Like when you look at that shit where he's like at that arena. That shit look crazy, like the 360.
Oh yes.
That's like some football shit.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Like, and I don't even know. I think it was like.
I thought that was Phillies. I
think so.
Yeah, the Eagles.
He went over to Europe, did some shit. And I'm like, yo, that's a lot of fucking people, bro. Just to come there to watch you tell jokes for an hour. It ain't like a football game.
Watch one man on the stage walk around and scream on the mic. I'm gonna say some funny
as
shit.
Hell, yeah. That's crowd control, boy.
Yes, sir.
100,000 plus.
Yes, sir.
I respect shit like that, though. You feel me? It's just looking at it, something I never want that, bro. Like, give me 5, 10 M's, 50. I don't
know everything, but from the outside looking in, I've never seen any comedian do nothing, not even close to it.
Oh no, he's like the biggest to me, pause. But he's like the biggest, comedian ever. You know what I'm saying? Like easy.
Almost ever. Period.
I think ever. Yeah.
Like white, black, male, female.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like especially like worldwide and like no, because look at his movies. He got a bunch of movies. His stand ups. I ain't never seen nobody do no shit like that.
Eddie Murphy had a big crowd with Raw, man, but his shit was 360, like you said.
Yeah, bro. It was literally he was here, and then all of this tape was all them niggas, bro.
With Eddie shit, it's like straight ahead now, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 2 times that around.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
crazy.
And it's a football stadium, so.
And it was live streaming, so it's like that ain't your only audience.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy?
Had that camera going around the whole stage.
That's how I know he getting money though. Like that nigga, I think he said they did 150 shows or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
bro, that's a lot.
What's even crazy? Well, I would say even crazier. I mean, of course, you know, as rappers, you keep the same songs, same lyrics. You go and you record. I mean, you perform the same songs and shit. Kevin performs the same jokes, like.
Oh yeah, that's why he's so extra about cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you don't want people viewing this shit and then you go do another. Yeah. I get it.
Like, oh, you seen it?
Put your cameras up, nigga.
Funny.
Yeah.
Nah, they make you like. I don't know if they still do it, but they had this little thing on the side, like right how we sitting in these chairs. They make you put your phone in there. You go take your shit out. Nah, they escort you.
Shit's gonna light up. Oh.
Nah, they escort your ass out.
Like, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Bro. I think they did that shit. I think it was Envy or somebody like that. You know, he a known motherfucker. He cool with Kevin. He be on the show. Kevin be on the show. Envy be talking to him and stuff. They escort that nigga out. I don't think they let you back in. Is what I'm saying.
Good.
They ain't even like. Maybe
ain't no DJ privilege.
Yeah,
nigga.
it might be like, yo, like my mom's calling me or some shit. Let me see what's up. They might escort you out, let you call and shit. Then, but I'm saying if you just pull your shit out and they think you recording or whatever, nah. Everybody gotta get treated the same. Like, nah, bro, we not having that. I respect it though. Like, God damn, they take that shit serious, boy. Mm-hmm. For real.
I've never actually attended a stand-up comedy show ever.
You went to that Wild 'N Out thing, didn't you?
I didn't consider that.
No,
you know what? They did do a little bit of stand-up in there, so.
Okay, but I know what you mean, like one person really doing a set.
Yeah, no diss to Nick Cannon, but I did not like that Wild 'N Out shit.
Was he there?
And, yeah.
Okay.
Chico Bean wasn't. What's my man's name?
DC or the other?
DC wasn't.
And the other dude won't too. The three. Chico, DC, and my man.
The other nigga, he's the funniest one too.
Pretty funny. I don't know, man. Chico and DC funny as hell. All them niggas are like funny as fuck to me in their own
the funniest,
way.
and I can't remember to me, and I can't remember
I was gonna
his
say
name,
I
man.
don't know, bro.
But he wasn't there. No, was he? Either way, that show was
name.
horrible, man. I know Boosie was there. At the end of it, he had his shit lit. Even though Boosie don't gotta do much. Wipe that down. Walk out on stage, everybody on his dick. Boosie that nigga, man. But that Wild 'N Out show was horrible. You could tell a lot of that shit was scripted. And it's because they were on tour. I get it. Maybe if that had been at the actual Wild 'N Out thing, it'd been cool. But yeah, I've never even seen like a local artist do stand up. That would be dope.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah. But my thing is with that, like at least if I go to see Chappelle, goddamn, in his prime, Cat, and there's some other people that I'm thinking of. I'm blanking on their name. I even go see Chris Rock. You don't like Chris Rock, but I go see Chris Rock. But my point is, at least I know they funny on some level. The local nigga, I don't mind supporting, but it's like, bro, please be funny. I don't feel like I wasted my money, bro. Like that's how I feel. I don't want to waste my money.
They get up there. My kids is bad, y'all.
Let me tell you how bad it is. Nah. Now if he go into some real shit and it's funny, like I don't got no children, but I can. It's like that one joke Kevin Hart did on that last one. I think it was his last special. He was talking about how as soon as he pull up to the house, the kid at the window looking all crazy, and I hit you up about it or whatever. Cause I know you could relate. Like when you pull up, I think he said he drove. He said he pulled up, seen this kid, he just drove the fuck away, and I was like, I know you, not that you drove away, but you know you could respect that shit. Like man, I bet this is when he was going to school and shit too. And it's like he don't know, like man, Pops is tired, bro. I just want to come at you. He's like, let's play the keep your eyes open game or something. You laying there trying to sleep, he with your eyelids and shit, not knowing like I'm tired. But they children, they don't know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes you be appreciative.
All the energy, nigga.
Nah, for real. That's what make you be appreciative though when you get older and like, you know, especially like in his situation, he got both his parents there and shit. He'll really be able to look at y'all like if he looks at it from the point of view that we're talking about. Now he better go, damn man, y'all niggas really like. If he remember like Dad used to come home at 9 o'clock, he ain't gonna remember that. But and play with me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? To like keep me entertained while he trying to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like he need to go to bed. He got to go to work the next day. All that type of shit.
I'm glad that shit over with.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man. Yeah.
That shit crazy. Anything else?
Of course. Plenty for the day.
For real. We done had to scrap.
As I'm looking, can't find my nigga LeBron won Athlete of the Decade. How you feel? Are you with it? What's your
I had clicked on the video there earlier. I'm about to try to talk some shit and say something I couldn't say. But that shit went to my nigga Floyd. But
hey.
I could see that though.
Yeah, I can see him being in top 10 and top 5.
No, I'm trying to think. Yo, I was saying like Floyd jokingly, but then I'm like, as far as LeBron,
I ain't think about
I can see why. I mean, who else more popular than
undefeated.
LeBron?
But
Yeah.
you know, you got Tom Brady. He was second place, I think. But even then,
can see
they said even then he blew everybody else out.
But all right, so how does it like? What are they basing it on? See, that's the shit I like to know.
Maybe,
What's the criteria? Because if you can't just go off wins, of course. Because
probably like not just stats, but like
I think it's like
socialism.
Yeah, everything. Just there's nobody
all
close
around.
It's not even
man.
close.
LeBron is just. But I thought that was dope that he got it, man. Obviously, I just expected that. I mean,
yeah, like I can't even think who's close. Like, who would be my second? Who would be a second? Fuck it, LeBron won. Who's number 2 for you? Depending on we making up our own criteria.
That girl, well, that's not other decade though. Nah.
We could go Serena. Oh, the little who
the young Simone girl? Was that her name? Simone? Don't get me.
The gymnastic girl.
Yeah, but she ain't been. Out
that was
we talking decade,
Douglas.
my nigga.
I want to say that's Gabby, ain't it? Look,
sorry.
Yeah.
I'll find her
I guess
name.
you should be that. You should be athlete of the decade.
Right up here.
You should be
right. If I can't even, I thought it was Simone, but all right.
Nah, I bet money. Gabby. Fuck that. It's Gabby Douglas, nigga. Put 20.
Nah, I ain't be.
Hey Siri, Gabby Douglas. Come on, baby. Be right.
Gabby Douglas is an actress.
Victoria Douglas is an American artistic gymnast.
I don't know where the hell I got Simone from.
I don't know who you talking about. That's what it says. Unless it's like some other girl or something.
But did you know she was adopted? Mm-hmm. Like it's a commercial on YouTube. Mm-hmm. That shit is sad, yo. To how your parents straight up give up on you. And I don't know if it's one of some white folks that
I think so.
These white folks come along, pick you up out the foster home, say.
Is that really how the story went? I don't remember all that. I ain't saying that's not right.
Well, this is what the commercial said.
Yeah.
It's not a commercial. That's crazy, man.
Her mom was there with her and shit.
This leads me, and I know this is a little insensitive. This leads me to believe that there are white people that go out to these foster homes and intentionally pick up black kids and use them for their athletic abilities.
I mean, yeah, but okay, let's say I agree because that's not hard to believe. But
nah,
no, I'm saying it's not hard to believe. But what's the
benefit? The Blind Side?
What's the benefit? No, for real though, what's the benefit though? What benefit?
What you mean? What's the benefit? We're gonna be rich. You invest in all the
No, I'm saying, but that's what I'm asking.
If they look at you as mom and dad, you got me out of the gutter. You know what I'm saying? You changed my life. You took me, put me in this nice school, had me do all this training.
What about all the white people who adopt a child? Like, all right, I'm white, not really. I'm white. I adopt this child, super athletic, and he don't do shit. No, but I'm saying like, what's the benefit?
Oh, and he don't do shit.
Yeah, then it was like wasted.
Then you failed. You picked the
wrong
wrong
kid.
You picked the wrong kid.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Wasted all my time.
Yeah, that's why white people talk, not me. But no, some real shit though. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying you wrong, but I definitely believe white people adopt black children on some like, almost like I don't say fashion type shit,
that
but on some like
part of the shit that just popped in my head as because she got adopted and shit. But yeah,
maybe
people out here, people do that.
Yeah. Look, man.
People do that.
I mean, if you're giving the child a good home, as long as you ain't on no weirdo shit, you feel me? Like, I ain't mad at you.
Proper trainers, you know.
But no, I'm just saying, even if you adopt the child, as long as you take care of them, like, you ain't on no weird. A lot of people are like sicko.
Wake up 5 in the morning, make them jog.
Yeah, no, not that. I'm saying, as long as you ain't on no weird, it's like a pedophile or nothing. Is what I'm saying. No, I'm saying, as long as you adopt that child, period. I don't care if you train to be an athlete or not. I don't care if a white person adopts a child and they just raise them as their child. That's cool with me.
But
as long as you do
for
right
the athletic purposes, like it's okay.
That's a different discussion right there.
Yeah, I'm saying I think there are white couples.
I know, but I'm saying, is that okay?
Oh, is that okay?
I don't know, man. It's kind of weird.
That's weird to me. Nigger babies and get them all trained up for basketball and track. And baseball.
All right, I'm in the gray area because to me it's not okay that you're adopting them for that reason. But if you're helping them to, like, you see the potential in them and they're successful, where's the harm?
You go look up the parents' records, 6'5", 6'8". I'll take him.
Yeah, like, that's just but that's almost like some slave picking shit too.
It is.
So I don't know, man. Again, I'm in the gray area. I can understand why it's weird and looks crazy, slave type shit. But then on the flip side, if they go off to be successful, if that story you said with Gabby is true, I don't think she's like, fucking white people adopted me. Like, I think she's like, oh, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
And I ain't gonna say I highly doubt, but I don't think them people adopted her with that in mind.
No, that's my point though. That's why I was like, what's the benefit of people doing some shit like that? Again, I'm not saying that it do or it don't happen, but it's like, what's the real benefit if that's what y'all are doing?
Yeah. And we spoke on this last time we linked up, being that we're already mentioning genetics and shit.
I ain't speak on shit.
You remember?
I forgot.
You know, we spoke on. Would you date?
Oh man, go edit point 31.
All right, you know how we talked about if I was LeBron.
I'm trying to say we. Say
like,
you.
would I sell my sperm to somebody who take my sperm and put it in a 6'10" woman and make a super child, or go to try to make a super child?
Yeah,
like,
okay, we did have that conversation. What's the question?
Because you talked about if you were dating a woman,
I ain't say nothing now.
you didn't have a preference in height and none of that, but like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. When I mentioned I was fucking with this girl that was like 5'11" or something like that. Yeah, because I'm like 6'2". It's just weird looking somebody in the eyes like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all can make a tall child.
Hopefully, like that's the thing. I'd be like, is that gonna happen though? I think
not
more than likely, yeah.
But
I think
more than likely, if she's 5'11", bro, that's tall.
LeBron is 6'8". How tall is his mom? Don't look that damn tall, and I don't know how tall his dad was.
Savannah does not look. That
so
tall.
I be like, what makes him be that tall? Or like, Kobe's dad was a basketball player, so okay.
Who was your daddy, LeBron? Damn.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, now there's that one dude in the NBA. This is still on the same subject or whatever, but there's that one dude. I don't know if it's that 7'6" guy or if it's somebody else. It's one of these dudes in the NBA that's tall as fuck. He over 7 foot. All his siblings.
Bobo.
The black dude. Nah, I think it's that white 7'6" guy. That dude that played on the Clippers where he didn't even have to jump. He just stand on his tippy toes almost.
Yao Ming is not white, bro. Nah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know who the hell you talking about,
I don't know his name
man.
because he ain't that good. But he used to be on the fucking Clippers. Fuck it, y'all.
Zuba, he's not. He's 7 foot.
Nah, 7'6" or 7.
Marjanovic,
that dude, yeah. He used to be on the Spurs too. That's what.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's him or somebody like him that got 11 brothers and sisters. All the motherfuckers, I think, or the shortest one is like 6'6" or some shit like that. See, I know a girl right now. She said that one of her coworkers, this lady, I think, if I'm not mistaken, she said this lady got, we'll just say, I could be way off, but it's like 8 to 10 kids. The dad is 6'5", 6'6", some shit like that. The mom right around 6 foot. All them kids are over 6'3" or 6'4", and the only one that's not 6 foot yet is the youngest, and she's only 13, 14. So she got plenty of time to grow. I said, damn, that shit might really do. So it's like, look, I ain't trying to say I need to procreate with somebody super tall, but it'd be nice, you know what I'm saying, to have somebody that's that height. That should be cool with me, but
it would also suck.
Most girls are short as hell. I'm sorry.
It will also. I don't say it will suck, but to me, if you have, say like, you have a child, you want them to play basketball. They get to be about 6'7", 6'8".
Go ahead.
They don't even love the game. They don't want to do no athletic shit. They don't really care for it. But they're so nice that they can do it. They're just nice at it.
Right.
Like, I was listening to, they were on ESPN talking about how niggas don't love the game. Some of them just in it because they don't even love the shit. Of course.
Nigga, if I was that tall, I like basketball, but I don't give a fuck if I don't like basketball. If I'm able to play, I'm good at it. I got a nice jump shot and all shit. And I'm like, because for me, even now, as much as I like basketball, say I love the shit. I don't watch it like I used to. But I be watching basketball. I'm like, yo, these niggas. Like, I be watching niggas shooting the ball. We was out there shooting the other day. You seen niggas was hitting jump shots. I be like, yo, these niggas get paid
to do this shit.
15 million, 10 million, some of them 4, 5 million, 30 million a year to put a fucking ball in the hole at a very high and efficient rate.
30 million a year.
Niggas like Steph, not playing the rest of the year, I'm assuming. He's still gonna make his 40 million.
Could.
What the fuck, bro?
I mean, it's the niggas off the bench is still making bank.
Oh yeah, they make a few 100,000 or a couple million.
And
I'll be one of them. I don't need the playing time. I'm here for the money.
Half of them, like this, it's third string niggas that don't do nothing but like pass a towel. You need to get in, my nigga. Pass a towel. They don't give a fuck about winning. Sit there, have a
conversation with LeBron sometime when he come over there. Like, man, you got to put them numbers, big bro.
You about to get traded, huh?
Well, bro, I'm over here hyping you up. Fuck. Nah. But now, like, a lot of them dudes they bust our ass more than likely. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, all y'all 6'7",
6'5". Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You better. Nigga dunking all on me. After 2 dunks, I'm fouling the nigga.
Like I said, a lot of these niggas. I want to say a lot. I don't even know for sure, but it's niggas that get in the game. They're just in the league because they're naturally good at it. They don't even care.
I'm telling you. Oh, that's what I'm saying, though. If I was one of them, I would play. Like, I would be right there playing. Like, I'm not about to go do no regular shit if I'm able to play. Because, again, it's like I'm going to go work a regular job, be unhappy more than likely. Or go play here. I don't really want to do this either. But I'm pretty damn good at it. Why wouldn't I do that? I'd be a fool not to, you know?
Man, you'd be a
but in the same... Oh,
I get if you get in the game. If you don't love the game of basketball... Get in it, get you some money, invest in, get the fuck out.
I was just about to say, it's this one motherfucker that did that shit. I don't remember his name. He older now, but some dude played ball. He worth a few $100 million now. Like it was back in the day. He made a few 100,000, maybe a few million. Flipped that shit. I could not remember this guy's name, but he went and invested his money and flipped that shit crazy. I'm like, damn.
Probably real estate or
some shit. It was like that, stocks and some other stuff, man.
Ways to get money, man.
Yeah, man. That's why I say anybody here talking about they broke, stay broke then, because there's too many ways to get money. You feel me? Like,
many.
It's up to you if you want to go get this.
Whether
shit,
it be like you can go, you know, back then people used to shine shoes for the low. Like you can literally post that shit right on Facebook. Yo, I'm shining shoes for.
Like your boy that do the shit with the shoes.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He don't shine shoes.
He don't shine shoes.
Yeah.
He does artwork on his shoes and
you know what I'm saying? That's
Finesse Customs.
not your
Shout
career.
out to my man's Finesse Customs,
For
CJSU.
But that's the thing. Even if it's not like how you only make your money, that's some extra money that you can use. You know what I'm saying? Have a side hustle, bro. Like you can invest that shit. Even if it's, I ain't just saying when I say invest, I'm not always talking about stocks. For me, that's what I'm talking about. But you might want to invest and start your own business or whatever the fuck. Go do that then,
start
bro.
a fucking lawn service.
Real shit.
Go.
Shit, we know niggas. It's around here.
Oh man,
country,
they doing it,
bro. All these niggas we know that got their pressure washer and a lawnmower.
Yeah, everybody got a pressure washer.
Hey, respect that, y'all. Go get your money, bro. That's what I say. Any nigga talking about, man, I'm broke. I'm tired of this regular job.
It's your fault,
man, it's your fucking fault, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit. You feel me?
Fuck was I about to say? Yeah, as far as getting lawnmowers and pressure washers, and it's just with anything some people really don't get it. Like they really don't get it. Like understand the investing in yourself.
Oh yeah,
people
sure.
And a lot of the excuses are like, oh, I don't got the money, blah blah blah. Nigga, it's people out here get their tax money and just blow that shit yearly. Tax time coming back right back around. I'm happy though, but
but it's like no, bro. How you know? Not to cut y'all. I gotta say this though. You know how they say people live for the weekend? It's people literally living.
Hanging on all year.
Like, Lord.
Hanging on. Check the check, the fucking check.
Yeah, bro. Waiting for that shit.
Got big plans to blow this shit.
That shit is crazy.
Not a dime will be spent in buying a lawnmower.
You know what's funny? I asked,
or even getting into school.
Like, no, I asked, okay, he would care. I was thinking I was going to say his name, but I had asked Randy about the taxes and shit. I'm like, yo, you got any plans? Like, I just asked him, like, you got any plans for your tax money? He's like, hell nah. Like, he literally was like, nah. Like, because it's like they're not living for that tax moment. And I'm not judging nobody to do whatever. That's your business. But we were talking, and he was like, shit, maybe pay my truck off. And he said some other shit. He was like, but put them. And I was like, okay. That's why I asked him, though. I'm like, I actually respect that answer, though, because it's like a lot of people be on some, like, man, when I get this, I'm going to do this. Buy the kids some clothes. Good shit. Cool. Buy them some clothes. Yeah. But I know motherfuckers who always get a new cell phone, buy their kids some clothes, and, like, I don't know what else they be doing with that money. I'm talking they get $5,000-$6,000.
Some people get a new living room suit. That's the whole $5,000.
Fuck are you doing, man? I'm not doing that. I don't even got no children to claim, dog. But if I did, that's not what we doing with the money.
That all goes back into investing in yourself.
Have
you want to make some more money, huh?
You saying that about investing in yourself? Have you thought about you gonna get a few dollars?
Yeah.
Because you got a child and shit.
Well, unfortunately, we're trying to we're trying to sit this truck to the side to save gas. So I don't want to, but we're gonna look for a good price card and then take the rest of it, stash it. Yeah. But best believe we talking about putting a couple hundred in the stock game.
For sure, bro. Like I said, you gotta start somewhere.
I'm gonna feel my way around that game. I don't know what the fuck to do necessarily. But
I mean, once you really want to get into it, bro, all you gotta do is like let me know, and I'll just show you what download the app and all that stuff, and then show you how that little shit work. As far as what I know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause all it take is that keep that shit going. That 1 year that shit go up, you rich. Like,
but that's the thing. You got like a consistent job. Now you got to put some money in to make some. Like you can, matter of fact, speaking of, I got to say this. I seen this shit that talked about if you had invested, which granted we were 7 years old, but in '97, if you had, I think it was when they went public. If you had invested in Amazon and just bought 5 shares, you could have got. I think they went public for like $18. So basically saying you would have took $100, you would have got 5 shares. Those 5 shares, I think sometime they peaked at like $2,000 a share at some point. But those 5 shares would have been worth $120,000 at some point. Like had you spent $100 and kept it, now that's a long time to just hold that shit. Yeah. But because once it get about 50, 60,000, you're like, shit, I'm sold. Shit. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
But and then they broke it down and basically like if you bought 5 shares, then I ain't trying to get too technical, so I'm gonna just make it simple. But basically they do some shit called like a split. And they basically like if you have 5 shares now, they double up on it, so now you got 10. Then they doubled up again. Basically, you ended up getting up to, I think it was like 60 shares if you had that. So I'm like, God damn, just buying 5, you could end up turning your shit into 60. And then when it was worth $2,000 a share, 60 shares times 200. I mean times 2,000. Had you sold it at that point, you would have made $120,000 just from holding this. I think this was sometime last year or this year when they reached
Amazon
like 2,000.
came so fucking far.
Yeah, bro. Like, and that's the
And they
crazy part,
still
bro.
on the up and up.
Yeah,
they
that's
ain't
what I
going
be
down
thinking.
no time
Nah,
soon.
bro. Like, I be wanting to fuck with Amazon.
I know,
They
this,
shit, like,
I know money talk
1,800.
bore you broke motherfuckers. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah, for real. Like, I mean, I hope this shit. Somebody out there hear this shit.
I hope y'all hear this shit and really take
And
it.
not just the stock part. Like we said, invest in yourself. That's what I'm on.
If you consider yourself to be a photographer, invest in a camera or something. Just something
do
out this
videography.
bitch.
Get you some Adobe.
Do something, man.
Get you a decent computer so you can run AE.
Do something, man.
And get you an extra terabyte.
God damn.
For real, but nah, like you said, bro, invest in yourself is like that's honestly I say it like that. If you ask me, like New Year's resolution, invest more in myself. I do that anyway, but that would be my resolution. You feel me?
Niggas
invest
got plenty
more in
of
myself,
investment
shit like that.
but
For real, bro.
Shit, should be another studio session soon. Goddamn, I ain't hit the boy Joe up in a minute.
Oh yeah, he ain't about to rap nothing though. He ain't got nothing to say.
Yo, a hibbity.
Yeah, that's how you be rapping too.
I ain't got shit to say. I'm singing now, man. I told you I'm singing now. I retired from rap.
I respect it.
Let the young boys have a rap. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I respect it.
Peace in the trap.
Okay, I respect it.
Yeah. Let them have that shit, man. Another news. So there's a guy in Iran by the name of Eddie Gallagher. I don't know if they placed this on the news. I found this on my news and in YouTube.
Look where we get the news from. But what makes that any different than a damn regular channel? You know,
I don't.
Just incredible.
Off the fact that I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this dude has been killing all right. So we have soldiers in Iran, and over there, I think it's Iran. I might need to go back and check the article. Anyway, this guy's he's
Not
like
Iran,
this.
probably Iraq or something.
He's like some sergeant over a platoon of soldiers, and they capture, they lock up the bad guys over in Iran. Israelis. I don't know what they're called, and their leader or sergeant. I don't know what he is. Admiral. I don't know what you call him.
Right.
I didn't read too deep into this. I just got what I got and kept it moving. They say he took this, and all his platoon switched on him and was like, they referred to him as crazy, insane. They all came to front and was like, yo, I don't, he's evil. That's the word. He's evil. They don't fuck with him. So, they took his badges and shit. They took all his I don't call them badges. They call them something else
Your medals.
I'm sorry, all your medals of honor. I'm sorry, no disrespect to the troops. They took all his shit. Trump steps in. This man's a hero. Yeah. Because he stabbed up this 15-year-old, which they said that he didn't seem to be any threat. He just was out there killing people regularly.
Wait, I thought you said the 15-year-old stabbed him.
No, he stabbed the 15-year-old. They had already arrested this dude.
No, see, that's what I thought. Hold on. I thought you told me that the 15-year-olds, they was like, he ain't no threat, so they was just giving them lax security.
Oh,
the 15-year-old stabbed him up, so then he went, motherfucker, and he killed him.
Oh, nah, that's reasonable. Nigga, that's reasonable. Nah, they say he would just do shit like this regularly. Kill the,
So he stabbed the little dude up.
Stabbed him up.
For no reason.
And watched him bleed out and die.
But I told you.
And they took pictures with the dead body. He made them take pictures with the dead body and shit.
But I told you, though, in my opinion, all that is a literal legal. Like you said the phrase legal serial killer, but that's what it is to me. He's a psychopath serial killer.
They call it war crimes.
Man, what the fuck? Bro, killing somebody is one thing. Whatever. You got to do what you got to do. Somebody breaking your house and you able to kill them. Fuck it. You going to do what you got to do. But to build some shit to kill the innocent motherfuckers, which, I won't get too deep into this, but that's why when it comes to that military shit, I don't really rock with that shit. Appreciate y'all fighting and all that, and it don't even sound sincere
because I only mean all the wrong reasons.
But that's the thing. I respect them to a degree, but the degree is from here to here. That degree about right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect y'all fully because you just doing what you told. I mean, I'm not saying some of them dudes ain't bad. For one, they not coming to America. Let's be real.
Right.
I don't want to hear all that Twin Tower shit. I don't want to hear none of that. If we talking boots on the ground, there ain't nobody coming here. This ain't Olympus that's falling. None of that shit. So when y'all go over there, they got people dropping drones and niggas like that dude. He's not most of the military is not like him. I know that. But there's a lot of people like that just got a thirst for blood, bro. I don't respect that killing innocent people, bro. It's a lot of
they're slaughtering Israelis like animals.
But it's the thing. I say all the time, them same people we fucking with, say they come over here, you got a girl and a child, or they start killing your people. Or the people that's in the military, they come over here kill your mama, Your dad and your
exactly.
grandma.
I know
How
what
the
you're
fuck you
saying.
gonna
Like,
feel?
put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah, nigga,
they on their
literally,
boots on the
like,
ground on your sand, killing your
what the
people.
fuck you gonna do then?
Like,
oh yeah, we gonna go to war with them. That's all they do. They defending their people. Like, yo, these Americans coming here fucking with us.
And it's like fucked up because they call you the bad guy.
For real,
it's like
though.
you didn't have shit to do with the bombings, but they over here killing your people, and you run out. They said you said Allah Akbar, but you was like just defending your ass. They,
real, you defending your homeland type
you doing what
shit.
you supposed to.
You know, it's funny. I was in Wilmington this weekend, and we had went by what's that place called? Verizon. There was this lady in there. It was a lady. Her husband was talking to this guy working there, and I don't know if he had something on his shirt, and it said something about the Marines or whatever. And it was like 13 years. She's like, "Oh, thank you for your service." Oh, it was 11 or 13 years. I'm standing there. I'm like, I want to be like, thank you for what?
Fuck your
you know what I'm
service.
saying? Fuck your service. They're like, thank you for what? I'm keeping you free, motherfucker. If you stop fighting right now. Guess what's happening? Ain't free, nobody still doing shit. Like,
they not coming back over here to retaliate.
I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like, I don't want to. I'm not saying I can't get got now.
Yeah,
but it ain't gonna be by no goddamn. It's probably gonna be about somebody look like me or some redneck motherfucker. It ain't gonna be a nigga
sad part.
with the brown skin, you know what I'm saying, and the wavy hair, whatever the fuck.
I'll get got by the state trooper before I get
real
got
talk. Shit, Trey no. Nah. But real shit. Like, I got more to worry about with them than to worry about some nigga. You know what I'm saying, over there, and I don't like I said, I ain't trying to go too deep into that shit. It just annoys me when I hear them motherfuckers do that shit. Like, thank you for. And she was like. Older white lady. It was a black dude. Thank you for your service. He's like, oh yeah, no problem. I'm like, let's hurry get the fuck
you
up
know
out
what?
Here, man. Fuck that shit.
A lot of these people just sign up for the military, and I'm not saying this specific guy did this, but a lot of these people sign up for the military because they got nothing going for themselves.
Oh no,
not
in high school, they recruitment
not because I want to fight for my country. I love my country.
Hell no.
No, they know their country ain't got. Ain't gonna say the country ain't got nothing to offer. Obviously, America has so much to offer.
Yeah, for sure.
But obviously, you just didn't have nothing going for yourself. You had no hobbies. You had no money. You got to do something before you end up smoking meth and,
for real, stuck in the same
hookers
spot.
or whatever.
Yeah, no, for real.
And so you join the military to benefit yourself. You did not do this to
for
help
us.
Yeah, you didn't do this
for the regular man. Nah.
No.
But you know what's funny? There's like a little joke or some shit where they say something about the dude who signs up for the military so he can get that Camaro and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some little shit.
One of our classmates, Darius Lewis. Shout out Darius Lewis. He be supporting the music. You remember him? Mm-hmm. He was he posted this video. Yeah, well, I guess. Mm-hmm. He posted this video. He was like, y'all better come get this money. A lot of these military people in a certain branch. When they first get in, they don't do shit. They sit on the stand until the shit pop off and y'all really got to go. Yeah. But in this case, this ain't the case for him. Yeah. But he was like, it's basically free money. He was all hype about it. It was funny as hell. The video was funny. I guess he just cut another check, big check. Probably. And a lot of these military people do get some pretty good checks. I know people in the military make some good money. It's just I can't do it. I can, but I'm just not gonna do it. No. I'd rather remain a civilian.
Real talk. I mean, I ain't got no reason not to do it.
You know what I'm saying? In the Creel.
You feel me? Shit, I'm trying to tell you. Let the motherfuckers from Iran or wherever the fuck you was naming come over here. Shit, you better have a bomb on your chest. You feel me? But now on some real shit though. Like,
he let it be known he was just in it for the bread.
I respect that though. Like, not the niggas that's like. I mean, I get when they say thank you for your service, whatever. Because even if you're not doing it for me, he still did serve us. But again, you ain't served me shit. You feel me? Ain't nobody never served me that sells some green. You feel me? Like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, nigga, you didn't serve shit. Or the motherfucker at the restaurant. That's my waiter served me. But outside of that, you ain't served me a goddamn thing. Yeah. You feel me? But I get it, man. It's just when I hear that shit, I be like, shut the fuck up. Like, literally, I'm like, let's get the fuck up out of here. I just looked over there.
Don't go to Jacksonville, nigga.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I just looked over there. I'm like, these niggas. I just went on about my business, man,
Yeah. I know.
But shout out to the troops.
Yeah, still shout out to
in all seriousness, though, like I
said,
I respect y'all to a degree, but it's just the innocent, bro. Fuck that. And I know casualties come with war, bro. I understand that shit. You feel me? But it's just, I guess because I'm on defense. You feel me? I ain't really on the offense shit. Unless you do some shit, and I got to go on offense. But outside that, I'm on defense. Like, I'm chilling.
America's always in offense.
No, the police of the world, nigga.
Yeah, America. Don't let that bullshit.
Bro.
Towers. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist.
But
America has always, since day one, since Christopher Columbus and the boys came over and started slaughtering shit. America has been fucking the game up.
Yeah,
been the world, not the game, the world up.
Real shit, bro.
on some with ease these days, man.
They gonna say, "Well, go back to Africa." Okay, okay. If I could,
Get afforded over here.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, man. I thought that was a pretty interesting story, man. The shit is just
crazy, man.
Yeah, and that shit's happen regularly. You know, they got a lot of soldiers for actually like torturing these I almost called them slaves. These inmates or whatever. This is a regular thing. You ain't seen about that platoon of troops they got caught. You know, it was hundreds of pictures of them, like whether it be them like bending them over in pictures like.
Wait, this was years ago.
Yeah, but they're still talking about it to this day.
Oh, I know they brought that back up now because of this shit with him. Cause that was some war crime shit. They had niggas like with the thing on their head, and they was butt ass naked. Like you said, had them bent over. Like they won't fuck each other. They make them like fuck each other.
Look, yeah.
They was doing waterboarding and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, taking pictures of them pissing on them.
I seen some shit where they would like they would make
up,
shit
man.
like. But you laughing? This nigga a fuck nigga.
He
would be that nigga in the military. I'm trying to tell you.
Nah,
but
now I wouldn't say. Well, I'm gonna tell him my platoon if I catch. Would you tell him? Are you telling? You snitching?
But I'm already
hand
in
the mic
military.
over. You snitching?
I'm already in the military anyway. Fuck it. Actually, see, that's the thing. Is that that is
because they ratted him out?
But that's not really snitching though, because that's snitching is when me and you do a crime together, and then you get caught. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do no crime there. I'm just like, yo, this nigga's an evil bitch, bro.
I don't think he got caught. They told him.
Well, in that situation, okay, I snitched. But me and you go out here and rob a bank, whatever, nigga. Like, I get caught, fuck it, I'm gonna go sit down. Now, I better get out and have some money or I'm gonna kill you. But I'm gonna go back. I done did 7 to 10. But in that situation, fuck him. Like, I don't know what I do. I mean, me, I ain't go front. I'm tight to keep my mouth closed. But it's like, yo, he a sick nigga. I'm gonna have to poison him or something. I gotta get this nigga up out of here.
Kill him.
Yeah, I might kill him myself, bro. Like, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna wait till we having a shootout.
And blame
or no, we having a shootout or something. I'm gonna like shoot him by accident. Oh, he got my line of fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he got my line of fire. They was like, well, you was way over there. Nigga, look, he got my line of fire. And that's why. You know, some shit, man. I'm joking, but I'm serious. Like, if he gonna be that evil, like, let me get rid of some of this evil. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, we gonna do this to this nigga.
But you know what? Only reason
they gonna rat you out.
I just about to say they already told them dog for killing other people.
Yeah,
they gonna let me kill the general or the colonel.
Unless they all came together, like, man, we're sick of this nigga.
Yeah, we all talking. But man, it'd be crazy if one of us just killed him, right? And then look around, see what somebody like, yeah, for real.
He probably did bully their ass.
You say he made them take pictures with the niggas. Like,
did you hear what you did hear it? Never mind. Because it's just some funny shit about like it. All right, you did because I was watching this Boosie shit. He was like, his niggas is crazy for him.
Yeah, bro. He was tripping on that. I was surprised I ain't heard
said, man, that nigga was talking shit one time, man. They whooped that nigga ass and they stuck a finger in his ass.
Yeah, bro. Like, but Boosie don't strike me as the type to run around with dudes like that. He the type that like kind of, he like a little, old school mentality. Like, we don't play with nigga like that, man. Like, not Louisiana. Like,
I mean, the way he told it surprised him. He wasn't ready for that shit.
Man, if I see you do some shit like that, we keeping it gangster on the nigga, and you just like, bitch ass nigga. Like, he made him strip. Yeah, we whoop his ass and you make him strip down. Like, niggas would do that. Nah, they'll like strip you down and like make you go home, like run your shit. Like, we gonna take your clothes. Yeah. Embarrassment. Yeah. But if I ever see you like, now come here.
We
then
used
stick
to
your finger up his ass like, yo.
We used to and I ain't gonna say no names.
Like, nigga, you was
it wasn't no gay shit. Now check. Yeah. We used to like
I ain't know this nigga when we was young.
Nah, we used to like we were young. We used to beat up on this little crybaby ass nigga at the time. Me, Rome, D-Man. R.I.P. D-Man.
Yeah, for real.
I'll tell you the name. We get off camera.
Do I know him or no? I'm thinking
I don't think so.
Okay, I thought you were talking about that one dude who used to talk shit. Like, he used to beat y'all ass. No, that's what he used to say.
Oh, he used to say,
that's
nah,
okay, go ahead.
We should have done this, nigga.
For real? You should.
But we used to, like,
that's funny.
Like, strip him and take his clothes.
Yeah. Why? Just to, like,
I guess that was a form of bullying. Yeah, that's fucked up. I might have been 13, 14. But he cried like a bitch so much. And we got tired of that shit. And we were like...
What was he crying about, though?
I can't even
Maybe he was going through something at home. Wow. Speaking of evil.
That was fucked up, yo.
He almost bashed my man that stabbed that dude up. Damn.
But we ain't, like, stick a fang in his ass or, like, beat him up, like, real bad. I think...
You sure?
Nah, we never tried no fun boy shit. We never tried no fun boy shit with him. Yeah,
I didn't
man.
run around with this nigga at 14. Nigga. I was running with a different set of gangsters. Not the type y'all was.
Man,
The fuck?
in the crib, and a different set of gangsters. You know you ain't jump off the porch. So wait, you never jumped off the porch.
Come on,
Oh.
it's me. You know what the fuck going on now.
Oh.
You know
When did
what's
you
going
jump
on.
off the porch? Man, I jumped off the porch around 14, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
The streets was real
You
ready.
went off the porch long, goofy.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
sitting
jumped
in
back
the
on
set.
the porch at like 19.
No, I'm saying you was sitting back and you was sitting down at 16. Fuck you talking about, nigga.
I still was off the porch till like 18, 19.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I retired from the streets mad early, man.
For sure, as you should. The fuck?
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah.
I was quote unquote. I ain't
Bitch.
no street nigga, but I was not raised in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I got caught up in some trouble and realized that shit just really wasn't for me, man. Like that dumb shit, hopping on air, just shit's stupid.
Nah,
But
for real, though.
and that's for any young nigga that's at the age I was at 15, 16, 17, all them years. That shit just some people is for. I guess they live and die in the street. I get.
Yeah, a lot of people do, yeah.
Yeah, but I realized real young. I'm glad I did. That shit really just wasn't for me, man.
Yeah, the streets is like they say, streets ain't shit. The streets don't love you. All that shit is true. If you know how to maneuver out here, though, you can be in the streets and be alright. But most people that are really in the streets be too wild. I've come to say, you know, we all run around and do shit.
The
A
niggas
lot of dudes that get caught up, they just too wild, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
and all the niggas that ain't quote unquote wild, they can't necessarily be quiet. They got bread, like they making money. They can't be quiet. Like they got to be loud. They got to get. Now it's niggas out there obviously that we don't know about that's getting money. I mean, we don't know about them. So that's the beauty of that game, of that kind of game. When they get money, you really don't know. So it's the beauty of the streets. But like you saying, it's the niggas that's out here that's fucking the streets up is wild, or they just too loud.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I said that's what get you caught. Like, man, when we moving around, like, granted, you were young, but if you were in the streets now, like, you know how to move easily to not get caught. Yeah. Unless you end up, you know, inadvertently fucking with a snitch or some bullshit like that. You know how to move, man. So it really just come down to people just being too loud. Or they want people to know. Like, we was talking about, remember we mentioned some dude named earlier. And I'm like, you know him? You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard of him shit. And he's like, I heard of him years ago. And I'm like, nobody is in the streets no more and not really known. Like, and then people say, oh, if you ain't known like that, you ain't really in the streets. That's not true. It's a lot of quiet I know a lot of people. I know some people getting some money, bro.
Name.
Yeah, bro. Like, I know people in the streets that's getting money, bro. And, like, you wouldn't even know. Like, they dress bummy or whenever you see them. Not all the time. When they step out, you know, they do their thing, whatever. But in general, you wouldn't know they had money like that. Like,
nah, they trying to be on their Ace shit. Yeah, if more niggas is like Ace, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Ace is easily my favorite character. Like, one of my favorite characters.
Every drug dealer movie and everything. Ace has always been my favorite, man.
I ain't gonna front, like, Scarface was living it up. But it's like, he wild. Another example. Wild nigga. He got Tiger in the backyard, whatever the fuck. Too wild, though. Like, come on, man. He drawing attention, man. And then he too, again, ain't that he was living too wrong. He just too gangster. Sometimes y'all could be too gangster, too. Y'all need to understand that. Let me look at the camera. Y'all need to understand that. There's nothing wrong with being gangster and keeping it gangster when need be. But... and there's different versions of gangster, but some of y'all just want to like show them I'm a tough guy.
Yeah, you
just play defense. Like, now don't let nobody bitch you out. But if you, and again, I'm not trying to give street advice. I'm just saying, if you really gonna like be in the streets and move around, stop being so damn wild. Like, you try, it's like y'all be trying to get caught up. Now you either in there gonna have to do some time, or you gonna have to tell. And now, I know me, I ain't fucking with you no more. Like, even if you my cousin, brother, whatever, I'm not fucking with you, bro. Like,
it's too hot. You're too hot.
Yeah, bro. And then you telling too. Oh hell no, bro. Well, like you said, if you're just too hot in general, I'm not fucking with you. But, you know, street lesson for the day, you know what I'm saying? Stop being so goddamn wild, you feel me?
For real, though.
But no, in all seriousness, like, nigga just gotta chill out, boy. I don't even know why the fuck we talking about street niggas and all that other shit, but who knows?
It all trickled down. I don't know.
I'm sure. We're talking about psychopaths and American shit and gangsters. I don't know. Something like you getting in trouble. I don't know. I was trying to trace it back real quick. I can't remember.
I know we mentioned
something about jumping off the porch and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
There was something before that. Nah. Because you said some dumb shit. That's why.
We mentioned the, earlier before the cameras was on, we mentioned the Drake interview. You ain't finished listening to it.
Nah, I'm about halfway. It was a good interview, though.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a really good interview.
Yeah.
Did you get to the part where Drake was talking about, I'm parched. And he said some because he had to get he had told somebody to tell his chef to fix him some more wine. It was funny as fuck.
Yeah, nah.
It was an unintentional flex, but it wound up being funny because because he ran out. He was like, "Can you tell him to get me some more? Cause I'm parched." And they bust out laughing and shit. Yeah. But only part I didn't like about certain things Drake was saying. Yeah. I didn't know Well, I did know. I just really didn't pay it too much mind. You know, on that sicko mode joint, it was like, lost my respect.
Not a threat.
Not a threat. And he was talking about Push. And he admitted to it. Now, here's my thing.
I had to hit the verse again. See.
Alright, he diss you. You diss him. He diss you. You came and, he murked you on that. He didn't necessarily murk you, but he let it be known that you were having a child. You get so mad. You were beyond dissing. You want to really, because he mentioned 40 and shit. He wished 40 death and shit.
Hey man, it's beef. What you mean?
All right, so you call off the diss record. No more dissing, but you hop on Sicko Mode. Whatever song was that? Sicko Mode.
Yeah, it is.
Lost my respect. Yeah.
Cause on 2K.
Why hop back up and start dissing if you didn't want to diss no more? Why keep poking?
Because now it's jabs instead of a full diss record. Like, now I can do a little slick. I'm with you, though. I don't like that shit.
Yo, either shut
and
the
drop
fuck
that
up.
record you had that you allegedly
drop
had.
Drop the record or shut the fuck up. I don't even want to hear none of them little sleep. It's too late to do that now.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned.
So that's when he said that, I was like, whoa. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I get where he coming from.
He openly admitted to them being shots at him. What the fuck is
I gotta hit
doing
a verse
that
again because I don't know how that shots at Push.
But overall, that was a great interview. Man.
I fuck with that shit.
I don't feel like too much capping was going on. Like, I just don't.
Unless he just know how to talk.
There was one part where I feel like he might want cap. But
yeah, no song with Drake.
I mean,
I know what you're saying.
But for overall, I like the interview.
Yeah.
Still a 2 hours on.
I'm gonna definitely finish this shit, but it's certain people like when they drop. I watch a lot of interviews, not as much as I used to, but people like him, I actually like his interview. He don't do a lot anyway. Yep. But when he doing one like that, he had another interview with some dude. I didn't really watch it. It was a long time ago, but
Crib big as fuck.
Oh yeah, that shit nice. That shit plush like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's certain people like him. You know, I watch their interview just to see what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then like, he just know how to give a good interview, man. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? He
very
know how to
well
talk.
spoken.
Yeah, I was about to say he just know how to talk.
And his
to be
choice of words, like he already strategized. Mm-hmm. I often
sometimes though they give me the question beforehand.
That's what I was about to say.
They let you know we're gonna touch on
like
this.
Drake, he's so strategic. Yeah. He's gonna tell you to not ask him certain questions. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me this. Don't touch on that.
But they asked him everything. Well,
just about everything that most people wanted to know. He
talked about the child Push.
Yeah, Kanye. He said the child came out blue eyes.
Blue eyes and shit. I got that part. Yeah.
Said shit. I really know. Yeah. I'm with him, but
yeah, I feel him.
Shit, my child got blue eyes.
He start thinking. Nigga heard that shit with Drake. So he's like, shit. Now y'all look alike though, especially y'all baby picture. Like, well, he is a baby, but your baby picture, y'all look just alike. But yeah, man. And anything else you want to touch on real quick? We got to close out this motherfucker.
Not too much, man. I'm gonna let the
touch on next week.
We'll touch on it next week.
We might just do one Thursday for y'all. Fuck it.
It won't matter. Just to keep
you know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
God damn, we owe y'all really.
They said we ain't going nowhere. 1 month later, back episode 10.
Sorry to leave y'all again.
Man, that shit wasn't our fault.
Nah, man, I ain't even mentioned the whole IG thing. It'll pop up. I must just have it pop over our heads regardless.
Oh yeah, they know what's up. Yeah. They just be in the middle of us talking. They know what's up. Y'all watch enough. Y'all know.
In the meantime, man, subscribe to the page if you haven't already. More segments coming soon, like we've been saying past few podcasts. Just keep up with the boys.
For sure.
Till next time, word to the wise.
We out.